I'll take it back. I'll take it back. That is actually really, really good.
We might get a meeting plant-based, yeah, gang.
Good morning everybody, I hope you're all doing very well. I am officially back in London, got my house sorted and I'm starting to work again, making waves. This is my year, back in London feeling good. Anyway, today we've got a little ad hoc vlog. So I am off to train with the one and only Brett Cobley. I met him last year when I filmed the TV show called The Big Audition. He used to go by the EpiVegan, now he's just Brett Cobley. He's trying to spread the word of veganism and he's going through his very own 8-week transformation right now. So I've put together an 8-week training program for him. I've set him calories and macronutrients and he's cooking food alongside that. So we're about to go and get a training session in today and I'm going to film the whole thing for you and hopefully we can get some nice vegan food to eat afterwards. Right, let's go wake him up, shall we? Hey! Right, Brett, you ready to get chesty?
Mate, I need this so bad. I'm like, my chest is the worst thing in the minute.
Let's do it.
Got a fairly decent chest.
Right, shout out to David Lloyd for letting us train here. We got. Right, we just got a little warm up in. Quick 1,000 meters on the rower. Then we're gonna start with chest. We're gonna do a push day. So do chest, shoulders, triceps. Yeah. Concentrating on chest just because Brett is really struggling to contract his chest muscles when he's doing his workout. There's a few things that we can do to help him with this. So we're gonna do a push day. Concentrating mainly on chest just to help him out with these exercises, and then we'll finish off with a bit of shoulders and triceps. So I'm blowing already. Here he is. We've got a couple of cameras going, so watch out for content coming soon on my channel, Brett's channel, everywhere. So one of the main things people struggle with when training their chest is that they feel their arms fatigue before their chest does. So what we're going to do for our first exercise is isolate the chest by doing cable flies. I'm going to talk you through the exercise with Brett, but essentially we want to isolate the chest, not use the triceps, really fatigue that chest muscle, and we can do that at all sorts of different heights. You can do high to low, medium to high, really get that chest going, and then we can move on to the push stuff, which is going to incorporate the triceps. So I'm going to get Brett onto the cable machines and we're going to start off with some flies. Right, so take a nice big step out, get those wires pushed in front of you, retract your shoulder blades, good. Let the weight take your arms back and then bring them together, really nicely squeezing your chest. So what we're seeing here, Brett is doing really well. He's keeping his arms straight, which increases the range of motion. Do one with your arms bent, Brett, just so we can show the range of motion closing down. So if you bend your arms, you're only going from there to there, whereas if we come back with a straight arm, the range of motion increases. This puts the muscle under tension for a longer period and it's going to work that chest a lot more. So as I say, we're going to be doing 12 to 15 reps on here, really working to pre-exhaust that chest before we go into any presses. That's good, Brett. Nice straight back, neutral spine. Good, tuck that chin just slightly. Good man. Good. So we're working at a mid-level height on the cables, which is going to target the mid-chest. We can then go up, working high to low. We can do low to high as well, and it's going to target that whole chest with the 3 different exercises. Okay, so exercise number 2, exactly the same rationale as the first one. Shoulders pinned back, keeping those arms as straight as possible to get that increased range of motion. But this time, this fly is going to target the lower chest. So we've done mid-chest with the mid-height cable. We're going lower chest from high to low. And then it doesn't take a genius to guess what's next. We're going to go low to high, which is going to target your upper chest. So keep those arms nice and straight, Brett. As you start to fatigue, you'll try and incorporate other muscles to get you through the movement. It's only natural. But yeah, no, good form, man. So when we're looking at building muscle, you want to keep the muscle under tension for a long period of time. There's a few different ways you can do this. You can either do higher reps or you can slow the tempo of your reps down. So I'm just getting Brett to really slow the tempo of his reps down. Really feel that contraction at the top. Nice tight squeeze. Just let the weight bring the arms back up to horizontal, good. And then we're going to squeeze back through again. Perfect, man. Nice. Okay, so for the last exercise we're going low to high, and what I've just told Brett to concentrate on here is do exactly the same thing. Retract your shoulders, make sure your shoulder blades are tight at the back, and then try to concentrate on feeling that contraction in the chest and then squeezing it together. So you don't want to bring the cables too high, you want to feel that contraction and then nice tight squeeze. Right, we're moving on to an incline dumbbell press. You want to try and keep your elbows tucked in a little bit so it safeguards your shoulder. Good. We've got our shoulders protracted. This is going to do a couple of things. Number one, it's going to take the pressure off the front of your shoulder, and number two, it's going to create a nice firm base to push away from. We've got 4 touching points: the heel on the floor, the bum on the bench, shoulders on the bench, and head on the bench. We're going to keep this nice natural arch in your back, shoulders protracted, and that is going to isolate your chest. Here we're going to incorporate a little bit of tricep, but where we've already pre-fatigued the chest, we should feel a nice contraction still. What we want to concentrate on, don't think about making your hands touch, think about making your elbows come together, and again, that's going to get a nice contraction on your chest. So we're still working a rep range of 12 to 15. This is great for hypertrophy. Go on, Brett, push that through. I'm gonna have to drop this to go and spot him, but there you go, there's your little explanation. So one of my main gripes in the gym is people leaving their ego at the door. We've just dropped down to 12 kilograms. When you're doing the exercise properly, you do not need to be lifting super heavy. Brett's got the right contraction here in the background, keeping his elbows nice and tightly tucked, safeguarding the shoulder, and he says he's really feeling that contraction in his chest, which is going to be helped because we've done that pre-exhaustive stuff on the cable machine. So let's have a little look. Good man. Remember, try and get those elbows to touch, not your hands, and feel that nice tight contraction at the top of the movement. Good man. Keep those shoulders retracted. You can see his chest working. That's good, man. Let's go one more. Big man. Good. Right, we're finishing off the chest part of this session with something called a hex press. As you can see, Brett is behind me. He's squeezing the dumbbells nice and tightly together and then lowering it down to his chest, slightly kissing the chest and then pressing back up. This is going to create a nice tight squeeze in your chest. It's going to target your mid-chest but also incorporate your triceps as well. This is push day. We're doing chest, shoulders and triceps. So as you can see, we've moved through the chest phases. We've done cables, isolating the chest.
Is this higher?
Yeah.
Show me exactly where it needs to be coming down.
Go on. Yeah, good. So we've isolated the chest with the cable flies. We've gone to an incline dumbbell press, which is incorporating a little bit of tricep, and now obviously because you're lowering your arms, keeping them close to your body, it's going to incorporate more of your tricep. So push, shoulders, triceps, chest. We're working our way through it. Brett is doing it very nicely. Good man. Targeting that mid-chest with a nice tight squeeze. Killing it, bro. We're moving on to the shoulder part of the workout now, and we are doing one of my favourite exercises, which is just a standing overhead dumbbell press. Now this is good for a number of reasons. Obviously it's going to work your shoulder, but at the same time you're subconsciously working your core. So when we look at the role of your core, it does a few things. It stops you from flexing, it stops you from extending, it stops you from laterally extending, and also it's anti-rotational. So when you're bracing your core, it can stop anything that's trying to rotate you. So as you can see, when we're stood up, you've got your core brace, so it's engaging your core, and we're also working our shoulders. So what we're doing with this exercise is we're doing 12 reps on each side, and your resting time is when you're not working out. So Brett's left arm, back to front of the camera, Brett's left arm is resting now, he's working his right arm, and the rest time is the period where he's not working out. So let's have a look at this movement. Good man, the lighting is shit from this side. Let's go backwards. So he's got a nice neutral spine, keeping his glutes nice and tightly squeezed. We're just pressing that dumbbell overhead, nice straight wrist, and smashing those reps out. The focus is terrible, but you get the idea. Good man. And where we're doing it with dumbbells, the range of movement isn't as restricted as it would be with a bar. Nice one, Brett. Good, don't bring that too high, keep it in line with your eyesight, that's it. Yeah, good, nice and controlled, not too explosive. Good, so as you can see, Brett is leaning into this exercise here, and the aim of this is to increase the range of motion. So you want to keep tension on the muscle the whole time, and by leaning into it and not allowing the tension to slack, he's going to keep that muscle working the whole time. So you've got 3 delts that you can work, front, mid and rear, and we're working the mid delt here and really just finishing off this shoulder part of the workout. It's good, Brett. And of course we're going to be working both sides, 3 sets of 12. We get a nice bit of volume going through those mid delts. Yes, mate. Right, so we're finishing off this push session with some tricep exercises. So tricep, you've got 3 muscles in your triceps, so you can target them by doing overhand, underhand, and neutral grip. So Brett here is doing an underhand one. I put it in my program that you do the underhand one on a straight bar. He was struggling a little bit with this with his wrist mobility, so we're doing one hand at a time, getting it done. So nice tight elbow to your body, extension of the elbow, and a nice tight squeeze of the tricep at the top of the movement. Grip underhand. That's going to target one of the 3 tricep muscles. So we're doing this as a superset, which means you're doing both exercises back to back without any rest in between. This is exactly the same, so you're going to keep your elbows nice and tightly touch your body, keep those shoulder blades retracted, Brett, and you're going to extend the elbow, nice tight squeeze in the tricep at the bottom of the movement, and of course you can see that his hands are in the overhand position. So again, we're going to go 12 on each arm of these, and then 12 both arms together of them. We'll have a 90-second rest in between, and we're going to do 3 sets before doing a little finisher. Right, so the last exercise in this push session, we're doing a drop set of a neutral grip cable press down, push down. And the idea of this is just to fully fatigue the muscle. So we're starting at a weight. We're going to do 12 reps on that, drop the weight down, and then fatigue it at each weight. And that'll finish off the session nicely. So again, elbows nice and tight to the body, extension of the elbow, nice tight squeeze of the tricep, and then once he's fatigued, which looks about now, we're going to drop that weight down and go again until he's fatigued again. I can't even talk, I just said fatigued. Good man. Fantastic little session. How'd that go?
Smashed it, mate.
So the aim of today's session was to feel the contraction in your chest.
Massively.
Did you feel it?
Getting them shoulders back, really isolating it, made all the difference today, mate.
Yeah. Right, we're gonna get some grub now. That workout done. Now Brett is gonna cook us up some grub. Vegan, of course.
We're going for like a oriental style, high protein dish.
Nice. Gains, bruv. So that's some tofu.
Please use contactless or insert your card.
So mate, what we're going to do, we're going to make that tofu nice and crispy. So one of the ways we're going to make it crispy is by tearing it rather than cutting it. So when you tear it, you see you get all these like little jagged edges and bumps on there. So all of them, they're going to get some of the oil in there, they're going to get some of the corn flour in there, they're going to make it nice and crispy because it's going to have more surface area to work with. So I'm just going to tear them up. We'll just do one block at a time so I can show you nice and quickly exactly how we want to do it. Just tear this into a few chunks. These are kind of good chunks to work with. The smaller you go, the more crispy you go, but you're also going to have more oil on the surface area, so you don't want to go too small. It's going to be less healthy. Then all we're going to do with my oil.
Filippo Berio! Olive oil.
And then, we're just going to toss that in the oil, and then a bit of corn flour to coat it. We're also going to put a pinch of salt in there, and then one of the great tricks when you're eating vegan, get yourself like a chicken seasoning like this. It's absolutely vegan, but it's just got all of the seasoning that people would usually use to, like, you know, season a whole chicken. I'm going to put a fair amount of that in there. Bit of black pepper, and then I'm just going to toss that all together, and we're going to put it on our tray and bake it away. And that'll go super crispy after that.
Nice.
Decent.
So I'm actually not a tofu fan at all, but I've been told to try it when it's nice and crispy because it completely changes the texture and the taste of it. So we'll see. I'm going to give my honest review of this. We'll see what happens.
If you don't like it today, mate, you don't like it.
I don't like it, yeah. And on the chicken seasoning front, I have to hold my hands up here. I have said previously, I don't get it. Why do vegans say it's like a chicken katsu curry vegan version? And Brett kindly told me when we were in LA together, it's because not everybody starts off as a vegan, right? So they make the change over to being vegan, and it's the easiest way to show somebody or tell somebody what the closest taste is to it. So
yeah, it's like anything else. Say if you're getting a different brand of flipping trousers, right? You're still gonna call them trousers, right? Because people know what to expect. it's just giving people a good inlet to know exactly what to expect when you're giving them something tasty to eat.
There you go, there's your explanation. And I'll hold my hands up. I've been slagging Zach, I've been slagging Brett off behind his back saying, why is he calling it this?
What a knob.
What a dickhead. But no, there you go, there's your explanation. Right, this all looks like it's coming together, so I'll show you it once it's cooking and plated up.
So in here we've got some broccoli, some 10-stem broccoli, we've got some pak choy, we've put some oil in there and a little bit of garlic. We're gonna toast them off nicely in the pan, and then later, when our potatoes are done, because we've got some sweet potatoes here, seasoned with 5-spice seasoning, we're going for like an oriental theme here. We're gonna cook them away nicely in the pan in the oven, and then when they're nearly done, we're gonna put the broccoli and the pak choy just to finish them off on the same pan as them. Obviously we've got tofu here. These are all gonna go in the oven now, so happy days.
It's all coming on nicely. I'm actually buzzing to eat this, Brett. It's amazing. I'm getting all sorts of smells from the kitchen, and I can see Brett moving. I think lunch is coming. Oh, and as if by magic.
14 meal poi.
Right, what we got? Look at that.
Oh look.
That looks unbelievable. Sorry, I'm not helping at all.
No worries, mate. There you go. So yeah, you've got some really crispy fried tofu there, with like a chicken seasoning on it, and then you've got pak choy and tender stem broccoli, cooked in garlic and soy sauce, a little sesame seed oil, and then over here you got your 5-spice baked sweet potato with some spring onion.
Delicious. Let's give it a go.
Do it, mate.
Right, we're doing a live taste test. Let's go for a bit. What sauce is on here?
Hoisin sauce, yeah. One-handed, mate. Vlog alive. Happy. There we go.
That's nice, because I normally don't like the consistency of tofu, but with the crispiness on the outside, it's nice on the inside.
It's quite firm anyway.
I'll take it back. I'll take it back. That is actually really, really good.
We might get them eating plant-based yet, gang.
5-spice sweet potatoes are also very good. I'm not going to be able to do this with one hand elegantly.
Go on, mate. Elegance is overrated.
Mum, if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
Nice and crunchy. Yeah.
Good as well.
Happy days.
There you go.
It's a winner.
Right, I'm going to enjoy this and the conversation, company, and that. Actually, let's sign out. We're done. That was our push session.
Let's watch it.
With the Temptation. Food by Brett Cobley. I'll put both of our tags for Instagram and YouTube on here. If you want to see any more, go check out our channels.
Big love.
For now, see you later.